Thanks for joining us again on Dream Funders, where we hope to match local entrepreneurs with real-world investors. Right now, we're hearing about an idea for a new app aimed at boosting attendance in schools. Let's see what kind of grade our panel of Dream Funders is giving.
We have potential to be the greatest thing to come out of Louisville since Muhammad Ali. I will let you know, we do have a strong team behind us. We are very dedicated to find out what it is that turns these students into future professionals.
Each student has an app, and then it just automatically registers when they walk in the class?
Absolutely.
Is that tied to their phone? Can they log out, log in?
Once they log in, once they put in their information, as long as they're connected to the server in the school, they will be accounted for.
No, my question is I have you log in, log out, log in for me, so I'm counting attendance when I don't go to school. Is that possible?
No.
If I give you my login and password?
Not at all, no.
What about if I give you my cell phone?
Okay, if you're giving your cell phone, that is possibly one way to cheat the system, but we will not know how students cheat the system until we pilot it.
Right.
So you haven't piloted yet?
I was just trying to figure out how to skip school. I wasn't really.
Right, yeah, right.
Well, the competition could go the other way.
There you go.
People try to get the lowest number, I guess, you know.
Right.
Who's the customer? How do you get paid?
Okay, so the customers are high schools. Our projected market, our possible market is 37,000 high schools, roughly 15 million high school students in the U.S.
All right.
So how we would get paid is actually we have two ways to get paid. We either do it through scalability or value proposition. The scalability way is we would go to the high school and we would bring these units, the hardware. We would implement the software as well. We could implement as many units as needed. Each unit covers roughly 200 yards in diameter. So this would leave possibly 2 or 3 per school to cover the whole range of the school.
So, Ramiro, why would a school buy this?
So a school will buy this because our research shows we have gone through many states. We have talked to many students, many teachers, and they all agree that this is something, a reward system for showing up to class is something that they could use. Also, we are projected to do 1.2 million by 2020.
Walk me through. You go to Ballard High School, you're talking to the principal. How do you monetize it?
Monetize it. So for them, I would, first of all, we would charge for the installation, then we receive a monthly stipend through our subscription-based service, based on how many users that they have. And also, schools, they receive funding from the government based on their average daily attendance. Every October 15th, they receive this from the government based on the difference of their attendance from last year. So we would just take a small percentage of that.
So what's the advantage of your system over what they're doing now? I mean, they take attendance, don't they?
Yes, they do take attendance, but research shows that it wastes 1,500 hours per school per year, and we would completely cut that out.
So that would be the teacher's time?
Yes, they would have more instructional time to teach.
What are you going to do with your $150,000?
Okay, so the first $53,000 will go towards our software, which is already designed, it is yet to be developed. We will have a prototype in 5 weeks. So $16,000 for the prototype and roughly $36,000 for the back end of the database. We would spend $35,000 just on hardware. That covers the units, it covers the wall smoke that goes with the units. It also covers the security for our cloud service and the fobs as well if a student does not have a phone. So we would give them a key fob so that they can be tracked the same way. Also, $30,000 would go towards working capital, and $30,000 would go towards the rewards that we would give these students, the tangible rewards, if we do not have sponsors by that time.
So, Ramiro,
I think my whole view of this is there's a big fear of me investing in any business where you're selling to people that are completely underfunded. And my wife happens to work in the public school system here, and her job was cut due to budgetary constraints inside an elementary school because they just don't have enough money every year to do the discretionary things. When she was a teacher, she went out, she had to buy her own her own supplies. She had to do everything. I fear that eventually, you're going to run into trouble to be able to get that monetized. Again, it's an interesting play. It's an interesting idea, but selling it to government agencies like that, especially in public schools, private schools may be a little bit different. It just fears for me, and I don't think I can help you with that. So I just don't think I'm your best opportunity. I'll defer to these guys.
And what about colleges? Because for me, it seems like the value add is if you can get the schools to show that their students increase attendance and the school then gets more money from the federal government, that's the secret. If you can show that it works, even if you just do one, even if you give it to one high school for free, there could be something there.
Okay.
I'd be willing to help you look into some grant money. I would think there would be some grant money out for this type of product just because it's going to help the school take the attendance to be able to get their monies, because that's their biggest thing is they don't get paid unless the students are in class.
We have recently applied for grants, yes.
Oh, you have applied?
Yes, we have applied.
And Ray?
I'd like to see a business plan. I'd like
Absolutely,
to see
yeah.
your projections, what you expect, and I think your market's obviously bigger than Louisville, Kentucky. It's
Oh, most definitely.
United
Yeah, actually, our
States of
market
America.
could actually go outside of schools. We could put this in UPS or Ford or perhaps strip malls and capitalize on that.
Well, Ramiro, we thank you for coming in. I give you an A+.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Good job.
Awesome.
Sounds like some good news for Ramiro. He might just have an opening with a few of our funders. We're backstage with Ramiro. How do you think it went, Ramiro?
Honestly, I think it went pretty well. I'm just happy to even have this opportunity. It's a true blessing, and hopefully we get more feedback and we get the wheels rolling on this.
Is there anything you would have done differently?
Explain how we sell it better. Yeah,
okay.
I probably would have, but I have time to do that. So
Well,
I'll
good.
be
Well,
in
very
touch.
good. We're really happy you came on.
Awesome.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
That's going to do it for this episode. I'm Melissa Fraser. Join us again when we try to make a match between an investor and a local entrepreneur right here on Dream Funders.